Oh, man. You got the lower thirds and everything. We straight? Okay. Oh, man, it's been such a while since we've been here. Allison, what we gonna do? What we gonna do? So, Allison, come out. We caught Allison. Come out. They got us. I'm telling. Sean, you too. You was there. Sean, come out. No? Sean, you not coming? Sean staying silent? All right, let's go out in the blaze of glory. They thought we was going playing games. They thought we was playing Hunger Games. We was outside. Mike. Welcome back to another episode of Live on Broadway Podcast. Welcome back to another episode of Live on Broadway Podcast, where the situations matter more than the relationships. Perspectives will be respected. You understand what I'm saying? And if this is your first time tapping in with us on Live on Broadway Podcast, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. Terica, what up? Shout out to the Giants in the viewership on YouTube. Shout out to the Giants in the YouTube viewership. Shout out to Instagram, Clubhouse. We got Toya. We got Allison, my guy Sean, Lala, we piping up. I got my cousin Atquell. What up, my guy? What up? I'm gonna bring all you guys up here in a New York minute. I'm just setting the wind, getting the wind beneath my feet because it's been a little while. You understand me? Oh man, so what's new? What's new? Allison, talk to me, Queen. How has your weekend been? Hello?
Hey, it's been very eventful. I've been busy. I'm a little under the weather right now, but I've been working. I've been traveling. I had a little vacation happen. You know, I was down under in the Georgia Peach. But aside from that, I've been good. I'm happy to be back. Let's go.
I'm here for that. I know that's all the way right. Latoya, talk to me, Queen. How was your weekend? How you feeling? I gotta check the temperature.
Ooh, not the Latoya.
Yo, I know, right? I know. Look, I feel so formal, right? So formal.
Exactly. My weekend was well. Everything is good. So, like I told you earlier, I'm just excited about starting a new chapter, and because I moved back to the city. So, yeah, I'm good.
Love to hear it. Big Sean Energy, what's up? How LA treating you, King?
LA is great. You hear echo?
A slight one. I'll fix it.
It's all good, but yeah, everything's well out here. Good to see you back. What's up, Allison, Toya, Lala? What's going down, y'all?
Yeah. How's that echo? It's a little bit better? Just a little bit? Just a little better? How about now? A little better?
I don't know. Let me see.
All right, cool. Lala, what's up with you, Queen? How was your weekend? Lala, are you okay? Are you okay, Lala? No? What's happening? Rubes, is this you on Instagram? Because I see a black screen. Hello, we are live.
Yeah, I'm about to go to the light right now, Carolyn.
Okay, because we seen you outside on Thursday, and I have some questions for you. So please come back. I have some. I definitely have some questions for you. Oh, there you go. Hey! There she go. Lala, hey, what's happening to
That's
the family?
my box break, gang. That's what I'm talking about. You see the new growth? My hair growing.
Yeah.
I'm going to be Rapunzel next summer.
I know, like, sis, turn up with the box break.
That's right, girl.
Yeah. So, Ruby, I have a question. Where were you Thursday night? Hello to people. You want some grape soda, a Big Mac or something? I need you to tell.
First of all, grape soda is mad nasty. Drink Jamaican pineapple.
No, whoa, what are you talking about?
Grape soda's nasty. Grape soda tastes like wax.
What? Yo, you're wilding. I see. You
I'm the
are
black
the white
person.
girl. You're the
I'm
white
the
girl
black
from
person that don't like grape soda. I
my
don't
God.
like watermelon. Okay? All right?
See, she's potting. Right now she's potting.
I'm
She'll mess up some watermelon and grape soda in the New York Minute.
Ew. Ew,
Don't let me
absolutely
tell you.
positively not.
Don't let me tell
Don't
you the
let him
truth.
drag you. Don't let him drag you like that.
Anywho, I was in my second house on Thursday. I was in South Cienfuegos.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
shaking a couple of tail feathers.
Okay, so I have a question about that. Since you brought it up, did you have a dance or two with anybody that I should know about? Huh? Okay. You see?
Oh, you know what it was?
You
On
see
Thursday,
when she start lying? When she start lying, her
white Henny
nostrils swell.
all day. I was drinking white Henny all day on Thursday, and then when I got there, I was drinking regular Henny. So I don't remember nothing.
No, your wholeness can get deleted. Your wholeness can get deleted.
Delete all that shit!
All right, Lala.
Delete all that shit!
Like cracks on the wall.
Lala, I'm sorry, Lala.
Yes.
Yeah, how was your weekend, Queen? Before we do a deep dive, because I got some things to talk about tonight.
Yeah, my weekend was good. Spent time with family, as you saw. And then, Sunday just kind of meditated and went to church and was with my church family. So it was good. A good weekend.
I need to start doing. I need to start meditating.
I love how y'all come up here and y'all start being holier than thou. There's never nothing ratchet that happens on the weekend. There's never nobody that busts your hole, that knocked your hole loose. There's never nobody that you I will mute your mic. Hello. There's never nobody that you had to key their car or put sugar in their tank or put your period blood in their spaghetti. Hello? There's never been none of that?
No, I don't have time for that.
But I did smell dog shit on somebody's car and put dog shit up under their handle of their car.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You gotta.
I did that. I called them 2 times and they didn't answer the phone. And it's like, you don't never not answer the phone for
Wake
me.
that up.
So I gave my dog some corn and got busy. So if you woke up to a shitty corn car, answer the phone next time.
All right. I know that's all the way right. So listen, let's talk about a few things. I'm telling you, we just came back, and I'm letting y'all know right now. I'm been seeing what the talk of the town and whatnot's been. I'm not gonna be going all the way in on the Will and Jada thing. I'm letting y'all know that right now. I'm over it. I feel like they pulled the Ponzi. I feel like this is a Ponzi scheme with no money attached to it. Okay? I feel as though they've been master manipulators. Will dropped his book. She dropped her book. Now they talking about coming out with a book together. They're finessing us, and we're buying into it. Sean, are you with me? D, are you with me?
Yes, sir. I say it all the time.
You know, I feel like for some reason or another, my guy Sean up. My guy Sean up. I feel like for some reason or another, they've been finessing us and getting us to buy in to what they're selling consistently, hand over fist. You know, so that's my thoughts. If y'all was tuning in to Live on Broadway podcast for the hot take on Will and Jada, I'm not doing it. Okay? Right?
Good.
So I'm letting y'all know too. I have my beautiful lady behind the scenes, right? And
Hey.
Where the clapping drop at? Where the clapping thing?
why is she talking about, no, because I'm not gonna go woo 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 and get all celebrative when she's hey with this sexy voice. You save that voice for me at night, baby.
It gets better.
He wants you to come up here sounding like Fat Albert.
No, I gotta give her a hard time. Yo, D, what's happening with you, man? D, are you with us, D? DWI Music.
I'm good. You sound like you're in the, in a Terradome right now.
Yeah. Oh, wait. A lot of echo?
Yeah. Like you're on speakerphone. But otherwise, I'm good. Yo, what's good? Hey, what's up, y'all? checking in.
What's up, bro?
It's the Podfather.
Who's that? Who's mimicking?
Ruby.
Huh?
I said it's Ruby talking.
Oh, Ruby, what's up? What up, sister?
Chilling. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm ready to get into the shenanigans. Like, Broadway put me on blast. Brought back an old school interview that we did years ago, and it got me sounding crazy. But I'm still crazy, so I guess it
Oh, you
makes
bringing
sense.
up old shit? Smokey
Back on
said
my
stop
old
doing that. Smokey said stop bringing up old stuff now. He always want to bring up somebody's old stuff, but don't never want to bring up his misfortunes and nothing.
Listen, Shaquana, let me tell you something. Does this sound a little bit better, D?
But I'll text you.
It
I don't know
sounds like you got some comb filtering happening, so I don't know if you need to turn the gain down somewhere.
Who that, D?
Yeah, D was just breaking up.
All right, cool. Do I sound a little bit better, guys?
Yeah, you sound better now.
All right, cool. I sound better. Good. All right, so that's my Willing Jada piece. But just when I thought I made it out, they pulled me right back in because let me ask y'all something before we go straight to it. What's been the craziest thing y'all have ever done to get back at an ex post the relationships? But like immediately, like what's been the craziest thing? Ruby, I'm going to you on Instagram.
Wait.
You just said it. You put corn poop on the handle.
No, I wasn't even dating that person. They just didn't answer the phone, and I don't play that not answering the phone for me. So I mean,
are you paying the bill for the phone? What the hell?
Am I paying the bill? I'm paying the bill.
Oh, if you're paying the bill for the phone, then I can understand your sentiments. Then.
Oh wait, am I paying his bill?
Yeah.
See, I wouldn't care about paying him damn money.
I need y'all to speak one at a time.
No, D, I don't pay his bill, and he's still obligated to pick up the phone for me.
See, here we go.
And since he did pick up the phone, that's gonna cost you a car wash and a detail. Like,
Lala, what's been the craziest thing you've done immediately post relationship that old boy might? You understand me? Don't show the dimples while you thinking. Don't get us cued it up while you thinking.
I just said it. You was talking.
Oh, shucks. My bad. What you said, Lala?
That whole part. I said I put thumbtacks in the shoe and I put dirty diaper on the pillow and I put toothbrush in the toilet.
Say what now?
I
Okay, I won't be with Lala.
Then consoled him.
Say it again, Sean.
Okay, I won't be dealing with Lala.
Right. No dinner on La. Exactly.
That was a long time ago. I'm not in that energy anymore. I'll just walk away. But at that point in my life, it was well deserved.
What's happening, Lolo? Shout out to YouTube viewership. Shout out to Terica. What's happening? My guy Dat in here. Tap in with me. Dat, what's been the craziest thing you've done post relationship, King? To get back?
Nothing. I'm not that type, man. I'm still good with all my exes.
Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah. So you was at salsa with Ruby. All right, we get it. You all right, Prince Card. That's cool. D, tap in with me, King. What's been the craziest thing you've ever done?
I don't have exes. I only count one ex. Like after one ex, like they go in the friend zone.
Fuck yeah.
Wake that up. No exes.
Yeah.
So over the weekend, it seems as though Blueface proposed to his now fiance. What's her name? Allison. Jada. What's her name?
Jaden Alexis.
Jada.
Jaden Alexis.
Jaden.
Stewie.
Allison, tap in with me. Give us a little bit of backstory on this whole fiasco, please.
No problem. So, what's up, everybody? It seems like Blueface and Chrisean are still, yes, and forever will be in social media a topic. It has been reported that Blueface proposed to his first baby mama, Jaden Alexis, at a LA Rams game very recently. And yeah, so now they're engaged. But to preface that, it seems like Chrisean moved forward, and she is in a new relationship with a rapper called, I think, Little Mabu or something, and created a diss track. And in that states, F on Blueface, and the rapper Mabu, he states that he stole Chrisean from Blueface. So there's a whole lot of
Hello.
smoke going on, and I do believe that it's tit for tat.
Allie, don't forget she got his name tattooed above her, coochie. The new guy.
Lord, yes.
That ain't nothing but
Chrisean,
another
right?
stunt.
Yeah, she got
No,
the guy.
yeah. She got the new guy that she's dating, Malibu, whatever his name is. She got his name tattooed. It says something about Malibu Coos, P, basically.
They stunting on us, y'all. They putting the Jocelyn and Mimi and Stevie.
Wake that
So
up.
first of all, when he proposed to her, he got the phone like, yo, I'm about to go propose to Jaden. I'm mad nervous, and then when he flips the camera, she's standing there like,
In the bathroom.
So
She was
wait,
in the bathroom
she
at
was
the
in the
same time.
bathroom with her?
She was like in the next stall, and a bathroom has an echo, so he has the ring.
Hold
light.
on, guys. I need one person at a time. Give me 1 second, Rubes. Go ahead, Umber.
I was saying he had the ring box in his hand. He's in the mirror. Bathrooms have echoes, as we all know. She's like either in the next stall or comes in the bathroom at the same time, and he's telling everyone on his story, hey, so I'm about to propose to Jaden.
Wow.
I'm nervous. I never did this before, and all this other zhuzh. And at the end of the story, she comes in the bathroom.
And then her friends messed it up. Because when he like, I got something to say. She like, oh, you gonna propose? Girl, we practiced this 3 times already.
Right.
Hello, get with the program.
Like, baby girl, that wasn't even your line. First of all, that wasn't even your line, but that's what Yandy called Chrissy Ring, an installment of something. That's what Jaden just got. Baby girl is not gonna get married. She is just like these baby mothers who get proposed to at their baby showers. And next thing you know, you at the first birthday party, the second birthday party, Thanksgiving. Ain't no wedding. I ain't getting no wedding cake. I ain't catch nobody bouquet or nothing. Like, they scamming us, y'all.
They scam. It's a scam, sis. It's a scam.
It's a scam, y'all. And everybody is just so hell-bent on these celebrities that everybody's just eating this shit up. And they having conversations in the group chat like, yo, you saw that post? Everybody just looking all dumb.
And the consolation prize is a free 2-for-1 Burberry shirt, matching set.
You hear me?
Photo shoot with child on 3 occasions, only 3 holidays, and then you going back to the strip club.
Back to the strip club, right? So my thing becomes, man, he proposes to her. She has a tattoo of another dude named above her for JJ, right?
I think so. I didn't see that.
So I see Lolo said, Coco said allegedly. Is there any alleged? Is these matter of facts or is these?
No, I seen it. I saw it.
Yeah,
She did
post.
literally.
I saw the picture. That's why I said it.
Right, but I don't even think she's dating that new rapper guy. It's just for a song. Like, it's just for a song. And people going to eat that. First of all, she can't even rap. Like, sis couldn't rap a gift. I don't care. Well, I don't know what y'all listening to. Sis couldn't rap a gift. But since everybody is in the raggedy stage and they're in the public eye how they are, they eating that song up.
Wow.
And she got a good mark. They got good marketing strategies. I give them that. I'm in marketing class, and they got good strategies. They know who their target Stop screaming doors in my house.
Lala is cracking up.
The hell? Who paid
Yo,
for them to sit up in here?
this
But,
couldn't wrap a gift. I'm weak.
Yeah,
So-
couldn't wrap a gift, but how is she selling? How she got this many downloads? Because they're in the public eye being raggedy and being ratchet. Like, that's all that is. She ain't messing with that little white boy.
So then my question becomes, because all of this really follows after Chrisean was pregnant, right? So
After she gave birth.
After she gave birth,
She named the child after her and not him.
that's just bad work. Like, again, I think that's all just being spicy and spiteful and all of it's just a jambalaya of mess, right? So all of this happens post the baby. So it made me question and ponder in regards to Chrisean. Do you think she may be dealing with postpartum depression or anything to that extent? I go to Sean on Clubhouse. Do you think Chrisean may be dealing with postpartum anyway?
Man, she was pre-partum before she got any post anything. She was a little loony. So do I think that this is a sign of her being postpartum? No, she was just always little. They both been out there, a little loony. So
Wow.
I have no idea why. I don't know what drugs they on or what they do, but this isn't anything that I find new or exciting. It's just routine.
Right.
The drug is attention. The drug is social media. So attention is a hell of a drug.
Hell of a drug.
To the point to where it's no way in the world if my friend just got shot or stabbed, I'm going to get on camera and be like, yo, I'm so hurt. Like,
Hey.
and then be looking at it like, all right, maybe let me edit it, make sure I ain't have no dirty mirror in the back, make sure I ain't have no boogers coming out. It's not genuine. It's not sincere.
So
like,
y'all,
Don't forget the full beat of makeup.
and don't forget the full beat of makeup, right?
you
So
hear me?
So we want to. All right. So two things, right? The first thing is we are doing the pod. I want to make sure that you guys. I'm gonna turn your mic up too. All right. Cool. So I want to make sure that. Apologies. All right, so I want to make sure that one, and I should have led with this in the beginning. Let's try to keep the profanity to an extreme minimum. You know, I know the drops or whatever have you. If you got to let it fly periodically. I get it. You understand? Because sometimes the expression just don't hit right when you saying sugar, honey, iced tea. You just need to let it fall. You get me? So I'm here for it. But to that, I say that it sounds like you guys are low key minimizing the postpartum.
No, not exactly.
No, we're not
can I say something?
minimizing the postpartum.
Hold on.
Sorry.
Go ahead, babe.
I was saying no, not so much exactly because we don't know exactly what she's going through and feeling. Every day is a new emotion with her. She pretty much went to church after the baby was born, got him christened, and did the whole thing with the family and seemed to be on the right path. Went back to her home, surrounded by family and love. You had the Tamika Mallorys and the Yandys and everyone saying that they were willing to support her and be around her. But I think he saw that positivity and then started coming back around and trying to be the proper baby father and spend time with her. So I think they spent a couple of days together. Then everybody started hating the baby mother in the comments, and then, he went back home to his family. So I think it's more so manipulative of him to see, oh, she's about to do really good. Her snapback was snapping.
Chrisean's?
You know what I mean? Yeah, she looked really good right after the baby, and I think he saw that and was like, not on my watch. You're not about to go out here and be great with my son. And so I think that's probably more so just the saddened part of her seeing him being fake supportive and then going back and doing these things. And that can trigger some depressing moments just naturally in a person. So imagine that being heightened a couple of weeks after giving birth.
Gotcha. I'm picking that up. I'm rolling. Dad, you was about to say something.
Yeah, not to downplay like the postpartum situation or anything, but we do have to realize that this is their job. Their job is to put themselves out in the public in this way and continue rolling with the characters that they've created. Now, this can be them genuinely, but this is their brand. This is how they get paid, baby or no baby. This is their job. So that's what we have to realize. Take that into account before everything else.
Make a good point. Make a good point.
Definitely realized that when everybody was getting on Amara and Safari for dating the people on Love and Hip Hop, they was getting on them for dating to the point where she jumped online and was like, y'all gotta understand, like, this is my job.
Yeah.
Like, this is my job. Like, I have a contract with Love and Hip Hop. So if they say I'm supposed to be dating Safari this season and dating Tyrone next season, then I have to do my job to get my check.
Exactly. I'm rolling.
Like, they're doing their job. Their jobs are entertainers, and this planet is highly entertained off of it.
I mean, I believe in postpartum, right? I'm not a woman, but I definitely believe in postpartum. And I also think that when we're having conversations regarding postpartum, I think that, you know, the addition of baby to any relationship takes the relationship to another height, right? And that height, obviously, the higher you go, what that means. In real life, the higher you go, the more the impact of the crash when you keep going up high, right? So I think when you add in the addition of a baby to a relationship, that's the most important. I would say at least the first 3 to 5 years, if you can withhold, if you can, sustain. I'm not even gonna say 5 years is too long. I would say the first 12 months to 3 years is very important that you guys stay in tune and stay intact with each other. Because when you guys enter the realm of having a new baby, new issues are occurring, right? Who's gonna make the baby? Who's gonna make the bottles for the baby? Who's gonna wake up for the baby? Everybody's coming over and they're paying a large amount of attention to the baby, right? And the mother gets lost in things. Her body doesn't look the same. She's trying on clothes. She's looking in the mirror. It don't feel the same. You know, she got to get used to the new body if she don't have a bag to go get the snapback. Some don't just snap back like that, right? So I believe that postpartum is a very, very important portion of the relationship, right? Post-baby, right? And a lot of times men, being detached or not particularly dealing with it exactly the way that the ladies do, right? You just got to offer a bit more grace. But then inside offering that grace, that doesn't mean that she got to go and run rampant and she get an easy pass. She should be understanding of certain things that he might be going through with her as well. But that brings up a specific question at hand. And that specific question is, do men deal with postpartum as well? And keeping it on what it's on, could Blueface be possibly dealing with postpartum of some sort or another post the baby? I pose that question to you, Lala.
Just coming. Okay, so physiologically that's not possible because he didn't carry the baby. But could he feel a sense of abandonment or rejection? Sure, because the attention that she was giving to him is not on him anymore. And a lot of men go through that after, their partner is, has had their child. A lot of men feel like a sense of abandonment from their partner because, like you just said, the attention's not on the mom. The attention's really not on the dad either. It's mostly about mom and baby, but mostly the baby. So it could be, he could have felt like, because, that's their job. They do things for clout. They were doing that together. And so since her mind is now switched into, maternal mode, at least it should be, that attention that he's been craving, he just found it somewhere else where he was comfortable. He went back to the first baby mother because their children are older, so she has more time allotted to her to give the energy that he's requiring. whereas Chrisean doesn't. So that's the way I see it.
That's cap. That's cap. That's cap.
Yo, you
Stop.
see
That's
me,
cap.
right?
Stop the
Because when
cap.
baby girl was
Hold on. I got some heavy pushback on that, Lala. I got some very heavy pushback on that. I don't know, and I'm going to go to Allison in a second, but I think that men do go through postpartum. Just wake it up.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I think that men go through postpartum, and it's not particularly probably called postpartum, but I believe that we go through things too as a result to a lot of what you said by not being able to get a certain amount of attention from your significant other. By not being able to, people coming over and the relationship is taking the strain because your significant other is focusing on the baby. There's a lot of men that might not necessarily be, hands-on with those small intricate details of wanting to wake up and do certain things and be available for the baby, but his wife or significant other is. So I think that men do or can go through a sense of postpartum, and I believe Allison, what's the name of that the postpartum for men? Hello, Allison.
Hey, yeah, so it's for men and women in particular, it's postpartum depression. They definitely do deal with that, and it might not be in the same sense and context as women do, because of course we are the ones that are, as women, carrying the child and nurturing the child, but men do hold a sense of responsibility when it comes to that. They might deal with a sort of anxiety because they're not able to provide, or it's too soon for them to have the child. There's also anger issues that they do exhibit, simply because the relationship between the mother of the child is not ideal for the situation. She may have chosen to go ahead and have the child, and he wasn't ready for that. He didn't want it. They weren't together.
Wake
but
that
he's
up.
exhibiting anger because of that, and it might be exhibited towards her, but he projects it towards a child, but he can't do that because the child did not ask to be here. So therefore, he is either holding it in, because of course you can't take that out on the mother. Why would you do that? So therefore, you're holding it in, and you don't have an outlet. So that's where the anger comes in. There's sadness. Men really sometimes men do not know how to release their anger or release whatever emotion that they're feeling. At times, they're even told, oh, don't cry, you'll get over it, it's all right. Be a man, deal with your situation, you got yourself into it. But it's not fair, because even there's also postpartum depression when you lose a child. Men are not programmed to grieve. So when I say that, it's sometimes during the loss of a child, what happens is he holds it in, and all the attention is towards the mother. No one really pays attention to the father when you lose a child, and it's equal. Just like how you created a child, a mother and a father, both of them grieve, both of them deal with certain situations, and both of them have emotions. So therefore, it is, again, not relative to just women. Men feel too.
Wake that up.
Wake that up.
Wake that up.
I'm happy you jumped off your mic real quick, because I would love to get it from someone who is a father from a male's perspective, and I'll go to DWI as well after. Dad, tap in with me. Do you think? And whoa! Before I go to you, Dad, let me also say this. I'm not shooting and caping for this dude, Blueface, because a F-boy is an F-boy is an F-boy. No matter how you hold or play the hand, he is what he is, and he's done some crazy things that I don't necessarily stand on the side of, but I do think that, but I digress. Dad, please.
Yeah, I was rocking with everything Ali said, and that's how I felt. Like, I wasn't looking at it from a postpartum, like the thing that I deal with, because we're talking about something that was in your womb, body change, different changes that will happen to a woman that won't occur for a man. But I was looking at more or less.
Hold on, King. Your mic going in and out.
Okay. Y'all get me now?
Now, yeah, I hear you now. You sound good now.
Yeah, so I was saying that I wasn't looking at it from the standpoint of how women deal with it. That's why I was glad Ali took it to where she took it, because there's a lot of issues that a male may come across or he may feel in these situations dealing with, like she said, not wanting to have the baby and things of that nature. But the difference, like for me, man, like, I don't know. I'm a father in the truest sense. I'm a parent. I'm a dad. I'm all of that. So like I wouldn't even care what's going on with my lady or whatever like that. My children born. I'm about my children. I'm the parent in the household. I'm the one to step up to the plate to do all those things. So I may be a little bit different than some guys. But I understand, like we got a lot of homeboys and we see what they go through. I got guys who ain't see their kids in 18 years. I still blame them for that, but it's always their baby mother and all of this other stuff like that. So there's still a lot of men out there, like you said, that got fuckboy tendencies, and I think that right there is what causes it. Listen, we must understand this. We have no say-so. The only say-so we have is whether we're gonna put that condom on or not. Okay, if we choose not to, then we're left. We put the fate in her hand, because we can tell a woman till we blue we don't want a baby, but if she wants that baby, she's going to have that baby, and that's her right.
So
we're stuck with the consequences of our actions, and a lot of men today don't take accountability for the fact that they didn't protect themselves and they put themselves in a position to allow that woman to have that control over you by not strapping up or pulling out, hey, whatever you want to call it.
So Dad, real quick though, right? I'm picking up what you're putting down. But one of the things that I would like to give a little bit of resistance on, which is bittersweet because I do agree with what you're saying as a collective, I think that the men, it's our job to pick the right woman to lay down and have a baby with, right? Because if you lay down and have a baby with the right woman, she's going to be all inclusive, right? No matter what. So I think that if you don't want to have a baby, and as a man, if you don't want to have a baby and she wants to have the baby, right, then she should take what you say into heavy consideration and drown out the white noise. What I think sometimes happens is she gets sidetracked and start listening to the white noise, meaning what her girlfriends, what her family, what other people may be saying, male and female alike, that surrounds her, and not the person that she's potentially about to procreate with, right? So I think we need to normalize the ration of the mindset of being equally making decisions as it pertains to you guys' future. Now, of course, as a whole, she gets to make the bottom line decision as to what she wants to do, but I feel like it's not right for her to just make that decision by herself. Now, I know that she can, but I'm just talking about, guys on Clubhouse, just please mute up until you're ready to speak, because I'm hearing somebody's background. I just think that we should, as a team, make a decision together and not just apart. Because when you start making that decision apart, and now you wonder why, I'm not saying it's right again, but you wonder why you end up being a single mom, or the relationship don't work. He told you what it was. In fact, I know some situations personally where he told her what it was from the beginning. Mistakes happened, protection was used on both sides, and a mistake happened, and she chose to do what she wanted to do. I'm not saying that it's right, but it should be a unified decision that's made. Ruby, you look like you had something to say, Queen. Hey, D.
Oh, I was.
Hey, y'all.
I was just listening and stuff.
D. Marie.
Yeah.
Do men deal with postpartum depression?
Yeah, absolutely.
Give me some examples or elaborate rather.
My example is my kid's father.
All right.
My daughter.
D. Maria, I need you to crawl from under whatever bed you're hiding at that side piece man, that married man house.
You hear me?
I need you to crawl from underneath his bed because you look like you're hiding and you're whispering, trying to be on Live on Broadway podcast while you doing somebody's husband. Hello, D. Marie?
In my own house? Are you for real?
Hey, listen, if it happens in your own house, honey, I need you to let us know because if that...
I'm just the only one that takes this right, Pumpkin. Listen, no, but my kid's love is the perfect example. I had my daughter, and everything was cool. You know, men go through things because it's his first child. I understand that. I went through some things because I had her 7 weeks early. But then, as many of y'all know, I had my twin 10 months later. So he took a while to come around. It actually took a month to see the twins. Like, I'm going to keep it a buck. He wasn't there at the birth. And he took a whole month to see them. So, and it's like he was in his feelings. And then at the same time, he let people be in his ear, trying to make it seem like my twins are not his. When if you see them now, they clearly look like both of us. And they yours because I was up your ass 24/7 like he was up mine. But his emotions, he checked out. And then he went through things, but then I had to sit him down to really understand not just how I'm feeling, because here I am having 1 kid, and then 10 months later I'm having 2. But then I had to understand him because he was just getting adapted to having that 1. So it was like, yeah, I made the decision because I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm the female, but I never really tapped in with him to ask him, like, how are you feeling about, number one, having a whole set of twins after I just had 1 baby? So, I mean, part of me was at that time kind of selfish, but I felt like, it's me, it's my body. And we both got into the situation, and I have to put on my big girl pants and be an adult and woman up. And knowing I do have the help, but it's like, I never really sat and really talked with him. I just made the decision on my own. And then when he kind of gave me the cold shoulder, I felt like, the fuck is your problem? But then I had to dial it back and then check myself, like, did you even really sit and ask this man anything? Which I didn't. Because I felt like, you know what, I'm going to take it on by myself. You don't want to be there, I got this. But then as time goes on, you got to really ask yourself, if you really want that man to be there and be involved, you got to have a conversation. Even though sometimes you could feel like, oh, I'm Superwoman and I can do it. There are times you get stressed out. Trust and believe. These gray hairs ain't here for nothing, honey. Okay? Even though they 9 and 10 now, it's more easier and manageable. Go to hell, Broadway. But it's more manageable, but I love the fact that my kids get to grow together. And now he gets to see it. You know, when he wants to do things with them, like I tell him, they speak, they talk, they got iPhone 13s, they could do a lot by themselves. Like, you don't have to change no diapers, none of that, you know, having to take a diaper bag and all that. Even though I left the state with them when they was only babies in diapers, and I left to go to Georgia. But now that they older, yeah, you can travel with them, you can talk to them, they have feelings, so you can get, you know, sit down and talk with them. And, you know, he get in his feelings because I don't want to be with him. So it's like he feel like now he has to do the bare minimum of being a parent. But it's like, bro, we in this together. You know what I mean? It's like you always say, my kids, my kids, my kids. Be that dad. You know what I mean? Don't let me just feel like I got to be Superwoman all the time. Take some of my slack when I'm going 110 and you doing 2%.
So
this ain't milk.
So just really quickly, I need one of the Giants on Instagram to write this so I can pin it. We're having a conversation about, do men deal with postpartum depression? Blueface and Chrisean. Put that in the comments.
The situation is a mess, period.
Hold on, D. Hold on, D. Just somebody write that. What up, P? I'm gonna pin it. I'm gonna pin it. Thank you. Hey. Shout out to the badges coming in. Shout out to the badges coming in. Wake that up. Wake that all the way up. Appreciate the badges. Appreciate the badges. Trey, appreciate the badges. Yes. Make sure you guys are hitting that link and hitting that like button on Clubhouse. Hitting that link, hitting that like button. Drop your super chats. We appreciate it. Drop your badges. Thank you. We are putting it.
Where you get the bubble gum from?
Right now. Thank you for that.
That's his favorite gadget, girl.
Listen.
Amazon, he got it from Amazon, right?
No, I didn't actually. I actually did not. But since you're entitled and since you're into since you're into minding other people's business, Ruby, I do have a question for you. Hello?
Okay. He said, "This is Maul. This is Maul.
This is Maul." I mean, Sean. I'm sorry, Ruby. I'll come right back to you, Queen.
What up?
Listen, Barry White. Okay, if I had a voice like yours, I would RSVP it. I would make it exclusive for. I wouldn't DM or slide into nobody DM. I'll just send them a voice message. That would be my slide. I would just, hello, baby, listen. You know, something simple something sweet like that. But question, King, postpartum, men. I'm not taking nothing away from what the ladies go through, and not too much on Blueface and Chrisean, even though that's where this stemmed from. I just don't want to seem like I'm caping for this brother, because I do think that he may be going through something, but because his antics have overpowered in so many other ways, he can't even see, or most of us can't even. It's like the little boy that cried wolf, right? It's like because he does so much crazy, rambunctious things, that in this situation, it becomes 10 times crazy. But carry on. Postpartum, do men deal with it, Sean?
I would imagine so, but I haven't dealt with it personally when I had my child, when I had my daughter. So I can't speak from experience. Just like I would think that some women do, and I don't think that it's all women or all men. And the reason why I said, like I said earlier, why it's hard to determine with them is because of what you just said. It's hard to, they've been crazy prior to all of this. So this just looks normal, like normal behavior, normal tit for tat, normal, you know,
Behavior.
shenanigans that they've been doing. So it's hard to determine in their circumstance whether or not they're suffering from anything beyond what they've been suffering before the child.
Mm. Yeah. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I like it. Well,
You started this whole conversation with Will, saying you're not gonna dive into the Will and Jada bag, and you done dove straight head first into this Chrisean and this guy. Like I'm like, you also had just did Will and Jada.
Well, the reason why, and this is what happens, Giants that's watching on YouTube, this is what happens when you join the party late. You miss the introduction and why I didn't join or go dive directly into Will and Jada. So let DWI Music on Instagram spam up his comments.
I was here when you said it.
Well, so why would you ask? Because I think the world is tired of hearing about Will and Jada. Just because,
yes,
and we're not with Blueface and Chrisean.
No, you see, but that's not what I'm saying. Because the larger conversation becomes about men dealing with depression, right? Men dealing with postpartum, right? But more often than not, like just because a man comes, don't mean that he just because a man ejaculates doesn't mean that he necessarily had an orgasm, right? These conversations is deeper than just what it is. And most women don't know that, right? So most people don't know or can't differentiate that a man can go through postpartum. But if we don't have the conversations, right? You see, so here's the thing, and I'm happy you said that because that's waking up the sleeping giant. When your favorite artist gets interviewed by Power 109, Power 105, Hot 97, and every other media outlet, they go up there and they get asked the same exact questions, hand over fist. If I go on YouTube or I turn on any podcast, my favorite podcast, they're talking about the same exact thing over and over and over again. So it becomes a bit redundant. to a point where if you listen to 1 or 2 podcasts, you pretty much can gain insight as to what's going on with Will and Jada, right? But there's no conversation in regards to dealing with men and dealing with postpartum depression. Again, Broadway isn't caping for this brother because he's toxic mess. But I do think that we need to have the conversation and broaden the horizons of the listeners in regards to men dealing with a sense of postpartum depression, as Allison highlighted it with certain Snapple facts. To that, you say what? DWI Music, MUZIK on Instagram.
I still say that Chrisean and Blueface's behavior is if not equal, it's worse than that. We already know what they come up with. Like, you could see that from a mile away. So you talking about the postpartum part, you could have had that about anything. You could just ask me and Dat and Sean about that, and we would just answer that. But to say that we shouldn't talk about them because everybody done ran it through the mud, I'm like, them two been ran through the mud even more. But I got what you're saying now, so I don't want to throw your podcast away.
No. We're right on brand. But I like to have these conversations because a lot of times it seems like a not a money grab, but salacious news. So everybody's talking about it. So you want to join in. And I'm not going to say LOBP haven't done the same. Hello, wake that up. But what I will say is, I think that postpartum is hard to recognize sometimes because, frankly speaking, and not too much on the ladies, but some women don't think that men go through postpartum. Just being honest. And there's nothing to say that there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying if there's not enough conversations that's happening about it, then it's hard to recognize or tell what from what. So that's why as D sentenced himself for his 15-second soliloquy. D, hello? No, but
Then you got Allison telling men how we feel. Like, I'm like, ask a man how we feel. Don't tell us how we feel. You had 2 sons.
Wait, not you. Not they go crazy on Clubhouse.
Yeah.
No, but seriously. So while I have you there, D, let's segue into this question then, since that one is it enough for you, brother? Can money wash away pain?
Nope.
Give me more. All of that, you give me all of that on Chrisean and Blueface and Will and Jada, and I ask you a serious question and you dumb it down by saying no.
You sound like the father from Friday.
Nope.
Yeah, your service is nervous, so God knows you lying. Hello?
Nah, I'm just moving around.
You see, and that's the problem. We be trying to do too much with too little time. Hello? Sean, go ahead, D. Go ahead, Sean. Can money wash away pain?
No. Can money disguise the pain? Absolutely. Can it wash it away? No.
Can money wash away pain?
Would have hit the Mega Millions that would have washed away a lot of pain.
Oh, I mean, go ahead, D. Marie on Instagram.
I mean, it depends. Well, I was being petty when I said that, but had I won the lotto, it could wash all the pain away. I'll cry later, cry in the shower. But no, it really can't wash away pain because you know what? Once you spend that money, that pain is still going to be there. You have to deal with that face first, head on, and then go back to spending the bread. I mean, the bread is going to be there whether you spend it or if you save it, but that pain, until you deal with it and you face the facts of what's really bothering you and get to the nitty-gritty, that pain is going to remain no matter what you do, whether you're rich or broke, sad, mad. Tomorrow's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Until you deal with that pain, it's going to linger on. So I'd rather people deal with their anger and their pain and their sadness before trying to do other stuff. Because you know what? People, when they upset and when they sad, they project it on other people. Sometimes they don't mean it, but it's what they're going through. I'd rather me deal with my anger and my temper first before I try to deal with somebody else, because I might come off disrespectful and it really might not be that way. I really might not be coming at you. It's just what I'm dealing with. So you got to deal with that because energy transfers, whether people believe it or not.
Unless you're
And
spending
you know
money
what's
on
interesting?
therapy.
Yeah,
I'll
I've been a
add to
fake
that.
therapist lately.
Wait, go ahead, Sean.
I'll add to that. I know too many rich people who are still hurting.
But at the same time, money can't, I don't think it could wash away pain or whatever, but depending on your circumstances and your situation, it can ease the tension. When you could wake up in the morning and you don't have to worry about, let's say for instance, you came into some money after a traumatic event happened, you lost someone. Of course, you're going to grieve. But then you can tell yourself while you're grieving and you're still in this house thinking about this person, you got the money to just take yourself to the Bahamas for 2 weeks and just sit there, relax on the ocean, and try to ease your mind. So it gives you an avenue to for comfort, and it gives you an avenue to help ease your pain when you don't have a lot of stress on you because you have that money.
That's because perhaps the stress that you're referring to is not having money, but those who have money don't really go through the same. I mean, they got different things that they're concerned about. They could have did that 2 weeks prior to that loss. They could have do that 2 weeks during and after that loss, and very comfortably. But it doesn't negate the loss. Like I said, it disguises it. It disguises the pain, but it doesn't eliminate it.
And I agree with you. That's why
It
I'm
puts a
speaking from the
band-aid on it for
perspective.
a minute. That's what it does. Because even when you're sitting on a beach in Jamaica or Aruba, wherever, doesn't mean that you're still not feeling that pain. You could be going shopping in Louis Vuitton and Gucci or Hermes or whatever, but you're still gonna feel that pain. So, like, I agree with Sean. It may disguise it or put a band-aid on it, but money's not gonna take away that
Yeah,
pain.
that was actually my point. Like that's exactly what I said. Like, it eases it for the moment, but it always comes back. So that's why I said no, it doesn't get rid of the pain. But then, like, from Sean's point, I'm speaking from the perspective of the person that doesn't have. So money is going to affect in that capacity. Because if you already got it and you're going through things, that's not a worry for you. So I feel like, we don't have to speak on that because we know the issues that these rich and famous people go through already, suicides and all of this with all of this money and everything. So we understand that. But from the perspective of somebody who doesn't have, like you said, it eases that pain. It takes you away for the moment when you're able to do those things. So yeah, no, I don't think it rids you of it. But like you said, that it disguises it, it comfort. It's like alcohol, when you're going through some things. Of course, it's going to come back when you sober up. You're still going to be going through the same thing. But it helps.
Yeah, I'll say it on the flip side of it. If I'm having a bad day, let's just say not something tragic, but I'm having a bad day, and Broadway come and say, "Yo, D, if you come to Vanilla Skies, I got $2,000 for you, for X, Y, and Z." That shit, it will change. That will change my day of something non-tragic, like just my mood. Money can change your mood. It can help change your mood, but I don't know about replacing pain and struggle. I mean, well, struggle because of money, yeah, but not of a loss.
Well, again, that lands to the point of needing it. If you already got it, $2,000 ain't gonna really change your mood if you're used to spending $2,000 in a matter of a minute. So, I can see if you say make it in $2 million to a person who got it. Yeah, I understand your point of view, but the point is that what motivates you is what's going to change your point of view. And if you stress for money, that money is going to change it. But if you ain't stressed for money, is what we're talking about. What happens?
Yeah, it's all relative because it depends on the situation and your circumstances. That's basically it. There's two sides to that coin, like you said, the haves and the have-nots. And the motivator being money and that factor.
Absolutely. Think about how many times we say, yo, he had all the money in the world. Why would he do that? We don't know that answer.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's the fact. So at that point, see, because then the motivation doesn't come from what you lack anymore. And you know, the majority of people out here, they're lacking that financial stability. So being able to be in that position now, when we talk about the 10%, it's a different story because they like, you know, it's like the emotion, the love, and the attachment that they're lacking because they have everything else.
Lala, on you, Lala. Tap in with us, Queen. I'm still receiving. I'm personally, I'm still thinking about some things. But go ahead, Lala. I'm with you, Queen.
So as I was listening to everybody's comments, for me, I think the question will be: Can you really look at money as something that can heal you, or would it be considered another vice? Because somebody made a good point of like using alcohol as like another vice to kind of subdue or pain, emotional pain, right? So you know, you always hear the saying like people who have like all the money in the world, they're like the most depressed people. You know, they feel isolated, they feel like they can't handle their problems. So it just made me think of, you know, new levels, new devils. I feel like Biggie said, more money, more problems. It's not really solving anything. And you could say that with anything. You know, you could say, okay, is it drugs? Is it alcohol? Is it money? Is it sex? Is it philandering? Is it workaholism? You could insert anything and replace money to say, will this heal you? I feel like not me personally, but as a person, you should be able to have the ability to go within, and some people can't do that. So they use these things more as vices to try to heal, but it never works. So that's what I think.
Respect.
I like it. Real quick. Shout out to the collectors on that money bag drop. What up, collectors? I see you, beloved. Shout out to my guy, Big Energy on Instagram. You heard?
With my company.
Yes. Peace to the room.
Peace, beloved. You know, we out here, you know, we just piping up.
You better find a free cup.
Huh?
She better find her free collector's cup.
Hold on. Speaking of collector's cup,
they don't drop, they don't break, they don't bend. And we're about to go free online with them too.
What's this? Let me pour something real quick since my other bro up here. Let me pour something up real quick.
I gotta get some collector's cup next pod. We definitely on that time, you heard?
Get you some.
I'm gonna send them out tomorrow. But on the topic, man,
King, wait, King. So before you're about to answer the topic on Instagram, right? And that's pinned?
Yes.
All right, cool. While you answer that, I need somebody else to answer. Can money wash away pain? Go ahead, collectors.
All right, and we talk about postpartum after you lose after somebody loses a child, correct?
Not necessarily losing the child, but postpartum after having the child.
Hell yeah, you know why? Because check this out. This is what dudes go through with females. Yo, you don't look the same no more. That's a form of postpartum to me. You know what I'm saying? When a dude, after he's expecting a female just to bounce back that fast, like, all right, she had that baby. When you're naive, you don't know about this stuff when you're 18 and 19 years old. You're not knowing like, yo, 40, 50 pounds don't disappear like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That don't disappear like that. And then also, we got to go into switching our whole lifestyles up and sacrificing. And females, y'all are more disciplined than us. And also, y'all are immediately more genetically, which raises the emotional attached to the child than us. So, and I want to say that from experience. When I had my first child, my son, man, up until he was 4 years old, that's when I slowed down. You know what I'm saying? 4 years old, pick him up, you know what I mean? And it was fortunate that I had sisters and mothers heavy. You know, on my side of the family, there's a lot of females. So it's not like he going nowhere else, but he go in the crib and I'm outside. You know, but once I started noticing things and once I started learning things and just growing that attachment, it changed. Mm-hmm. But when you first have a child as a man, you like, man, you might not be mentally mature yet. You know what I'm saying? So I think we deal with that, and we deal with that through like, I can't go hang out with my boys. I can't spend my money in my time how I want to spend my money in my time like I did before. You know, I have to be there emotionally for this woman in a different space also now too, and for the child. And if you ain't prepared for that, that's a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to, like you said, run some bread, and it's easy to, you know, neglect your responsibilities, but it can be, you know, bothering, especially if you have a child with somebody you're not with, or you don't look at it in a certain manner. It's another thing too. We end up having kids, and we be like, damn, man, like my seat over there, fuck, that shit how you feel type of way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Feel type of way. And you might have not been prepared for that and known that feeling was gonna come. You know what I'm saying? So I think we do go through that.
Wow. Yeah. No, King. I agree. I think that men. You know, we had a whole piece on it. I think that men do go through postpartum. You know, the behavior looks different. You know, I forget if it was it Ruby or I forget who it was, Allison. Somebody said men start taking out their anger and misplacing it, right? They start some become more aggressive. Some start doing things and saying things not knowing that, I'm not going to say not knowing, but not particularly being aware of the ramifications and the long-lasting effect that it could have on their significant other, on their child, you know, so on their friends, on their family, you know what I mean? Because, I mean, listen, man, I think that, and we say in my household, you know, men have their period too. You understand what I'm saying? It comes a time of the month that men, and Lord knows, my lady knows, I be getting my period. The fuck? Pause. Excuse me? Hello? You see what I'm saying? And and not too much on the pause, but certain times it just looks different for us, right? And she knows sometimes, she won't say it, but she'll know, all right, today is one of those days. Negro, I got you. Babe, hello? You there?
I am here, and you are speaking all truth right now. The period be perioding, okay?
So yeah, sometimes, you know, we go through our things, and regardless if it's work, regardless if it's friends, family, whatever the case is, sometimes we just wake up on the wrong side of the bed, and we got to offer each other grace if we're going to get to the holy matrimony, right? We got to learn each other past the point of just what's being presented, or just, all right, cool. I'm 6 feet. I'm a Scorpio. This is my age. These are how many siblings I have. Sometimes we have to become in tune with our significant others and learn that there's something else going on that they might not be aware of, but I am. So I'm going to offer them a certain amount of grace. I don't need to blow it up. I don't need to be a chatty patty all the time and say exactly what it is. I know and see she has certain things about her. I know and see that he has certain things about him, but we got to be mindful and cognizant of knowing sometimes, just sometimes, it's cool to know the people that surround you and know certain things that, all right, I never have a conversation with my boy, but I know he's like a vote. I could share anything with him, and he's going to keep it to himself. I'll never tell him that, but I know that about him. You get what I'm saying? So I think that it's important when postpartum and we're talking about postpartum, that we be cognizant of men deal with a lot of the same things women deal with. It just looks differently. Going back to the question, can money wash away pain? I was silent and listening to you guys, you know, the dialogue between Sean and D and Dat and everybody just going back and forth. And I had to think about it. Said to myself, self, well, respectfully, it depends on how much money we talking about. Hello? How much money we talking about here? If it's 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 more, that's probably not gonna wash away my pain. But if you talking about giving me about a quarter million, you get what I'm saying, Joe? 500K, give me $1 million, wash away all that. Wash away. If I could, listen, hold on one second. If I could wash away my sins, okay, in the pool of water while getting baptized, some money could wash away some pain. You get what I'm saying? Because if we're talking about sin versus pain, you give me some money, it's gonna wash away all my pain. Yeah, I'll be just like that pastor. What's that pastor name? The Brooklyn pastor. And all my Gucci. Hello? All my little pain is gonna be washed right away with a couple of coins. You get what I'm saying? Hello? Anybody with me? Because if I give any one of you unstable creatures in here right now $1 or $2, and y'all needed it, it's gonna wash away a whole lot of pain. It feels different crying in a Bentley than in a Camry. You get what I'm saying, Joe? No? Hello?
No, because the goal is to not cry at all. It's not to cry in the Bentley as opposed to crying.
It's just going to wash away your worryation. It ain't going to wash away the pain.
Right. It ain't going to wash away your pain.
I just muted everybody on Instagram's mic. Nobody on Instagram has a mic.
The only pain that ain't washing away is death.
Oh, shit.
Besides that,
I just muted everybody on Instagram's mic. Nobody has a mic. Hello? Nobody has a mic on Instagram? Y'all talking blasphemy. We see y'all mouth moving. Y'all might as well just put some hand signals up because y'all doing sign language. You get what I'm saying? Because nobody hears y'all. Money can wash away Broadway's pain. Give me some coin. Listen, if a pool of water can wash away sin, how can money wash away pain? Hello? We can't hear you, Ruby. There's no subtitles. We cannot hear you. No one can hear you. Okay. Oh, yeah. What's that? That looks very violent. Very violent. Hello? Sean, we caught. Come out, Sean. Sean, we caught. They got us. Hello? What you got to say to that, Sean?
Yo, you got a point. You got a point, but that's the point of view of not having it. If you have it, what pains people with money?
So let me tell you what my mom told me when I was about to get deployed. I said, everything gonna be good. They gave me a $500,000 policy. She said, I don't give a fuck about no money. I want my child. And she was living in a project.
No, don't say nothing, Sean. Just be quiet. Because I see what y'all doing. We about to push you right over there to Clubhouse, the Instagram, because I see what y'all doing. Y'all trying to serious us out by using Mama Love. Y'all trying to serious us out by using certain cheat codes. Go ahead, babe. What you got to say, Queen? All right, cool. My lady gonna rest in her femininity. You get what I'm saying? But
I was gonna say, repeat the question again while that's.
Can money wash away pain?
I think to some extent it can.
Hey! Listen, we starting it off. Bubbles of soap.
Hey. The reason why I say that is just from example, just people with regular household bills, a regular average American, whatever worker, a regular average citizen that pays their bills. So
if they pay their bills.
Right. So say you've always had enough money to pay your bills and your expenses and it's fine. And then you have a situation where either you get fired, you get laid off, your money is gone, company is gone, right? That is going to create anxiety for most people because most people don't have a savings. Most people don't have generational wealth. And so that create a bit of pressure and like anxiety, and also lead to depression and get it by any means necessary.
Wake that up.
Great point.
Wake that up. Nah. Let my queen rest. Hold on, let her rest. Hold on, let her pop her talk.
I'm not done.
You're done?
I'm not done. I'm not.
Oh, you're not done?
Not yet.
Go ahead, go for it. Go for it.
Just so much to the extent of the holiday seasons is coming upon us, right? There's a new presidential, voting that is happening. She get into her political bag.
You
got the real estate market crashing. You got the stock markets looking unsteady as well.
She getting her political bag. Y'all in trouble.
And we're going to take it back to the streets. You have people snatching up Teslas because they're automatic starters. You jump out of your Tesla, they jumping in, they stealing your cars. Period. I've seen it happen to people that I know, so I know it's a real thing. You have the TikTokers over here unlocking Hondas with USB cords, and that happened to a friend of mine as well, too, unfortunately. So right now, I think that we're at a state of panic and depression.
I know that's right, girl.
People are doing whatever it takes to feed their families, and it's reminding me of like the 80s and late, early 90s. Snatch a chain, snatch people up, and rob them days. So think about those people's mental state that are creating this type of havoc in our communities, right? Obviously, they're probably, again, not well off. They lost out on funds, and so possibly, if they had money to feed their kids at minimum, there would be less anxiety, there'll be less depression, and people will be more, have a better mental state. That's it.
Good point. You know what's interesting?
I'm unmuting Instagram so Instagram can go next because they seem disrupted. Go ahead, Sean.
What I was going to say is this is a loaded question. Now that I'm thinking about it, because if money is your stress and or your point of pain, then yes, it can wash it away.
Hey, listen, my favorite soap is
depends on the circumstances.
Bath and Body. What is it? Eucalyptus.
Yeah, it's on the candle, right?
Bath and Body. That's the soap that I wash away while an automated dollar machine is just coming out as my shower. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dad. I heard you.
Now, I was just saying, that's why I said it's relative. It all depends on the circumstances. It all depends on the source of your pain. That's all. That's what it depends on. Because, yeah, if you're, like you said, if your pain is the stress of money and bills and all of that, yeah, hell yeah.
Exactly.
Pain's gone. Party done. That's it. Pain is gone once you get money.
Ruby? Hello? Hello, Ruby?
Yeah.
Hello, are you there?
Oh, you can hear me? I can talk now? You can hear me now?
Professor Ogilvy here. Hello?
Ruby, who closet you hiding in?
Right.
I'm in my room. I broke my lamp and I don't feel like buying another one.
She looked like she got one iPhone with the light on.
Nah, I see coats hanging up in the background.
I'm podcasting on my iPhone and I'm using my Android for the flashlight. Okay.
Oh, you trying to get the glow, the light? All right, you gonna tell us a spooky, scary? Tell us a spooky story.
It was a dark and stormy night, and Broadway muted me. Very scary story.
Oh,
all right.
God. So I mean, listen. So you mean to tell me? Because I seen the little eruption on Instagram. Money can't wash it. Lala. I see, and look, I muted they mic, and they start going crazy in the comments. But anyway, I digress.
Right. First of all, money doesn't take away pain. It'll solve your problems, but it doesn't wash away your pain. Problems and pain are two different things. You understand? Those are two whole different things. Now, if I'm upset or I'm going through something because I ain't got no money, then yeah, money would help me solve my problem to where I could do what I wanted to do and I could be happier. But if I have a pain inside of me, unless I'm spending that money on therapy, that pain is not going nowhere. God forbid, if I'm a person who lost their moms and somebody was like, oh, I got $3 million for you. Yeah, I'm going to buy a nice house and be happy, but What the fuck? I mean, pardon me. What been my goal this whole time? Yeah, yo, I want to make it so big so I could do what? Take care of my mother. So I could take care of my family. And if I don't have my mother there to take care of her, then what's really the purpose of all of this stuff? It's a pain there. There's still a pain there. So money can solve problems, but cannot wash away pain. If you was getting touched as a little girl, you're still $1 million girl who was touched. So even if you got $1 million and you got the finest men spilling on you, they just might spill on you in the wrong way. That the stepfather or whoever felt on you, and you have a whole flashback. That's pain. That's pain. That's not going nowhere.
I hate these new words, right? I hate these new words that people learn, and one of them is subjective, right? I use that word all the time, but I hate that word, right? Another one of those words is subsequently, right? I hate that word, but I use it all the time. Another one of those words are relative, right? I hate it, but I use it all the time, right? Because it's a scapegoat. It's the cheat code to say something is relative, to say subsequently, to say, it's all subjective. It's all circumstantial, right? Because it's not picking a side. It's not picking a side. But respectfully, to this point in this argument, I do think that it's all relative. But I do also think that what Sean said, echoing the chamber of what my lady said and both I said, sometimes when we think about pain, we instantly think of heartache. Final thoughts on Broadway. Final thoughts on Broadway, then I share the love. I'll share the love. Final thoughts on Broadway.
And even with the pain and you saying, oh, well, you didn't say it might have been Tracy. It goes back to the snatching chains or the robbing people to feed your family. Like, you don't even get money to where you could put your family in a better situation after that. So you only robbing for the night. You're not even robbing for the future. You're only robbing for Wednesday. What's going to happen Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday? You going to keep robbing people? Like, are you really going to be happy? How long, how many days can you go with taking people's chains and doing all this before you get caught, and then you're in a worse situation? So money does not wash away pain. It'll solve problems. Okay. If some people that was robbing people had money, then they wouldn't have a problem. So then they wouldn't have the desire to rob anybody because, hey, I have my money. So I have no desire to take from the next person to feed my family because I'm feeding my family. So that's a problem. That's not a pain. So, if you got that much of pain, baby, you gonna do what you need to do to get situated to where y'all good Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Robbing people was only for Wednesday.
So here's the thing, and shout out to Silverback. What's happening, King? Final thoughts on Broadway, and then we're gonna share the love. We're gonna share the love. It's gonna go around. Final thoughts on Broadway. I'll begin, even though I normally end. There's nothing wrong with what you said, Ruby. Right, Rubes? There's nothing wrong with what you said. Right. I think that it all is relative, but what I do like that Sean brought up is listening to the question. Right? Instinctively, what ends up happening is our response goes to somebody hurt me. I lost someone. Death. But that's not necessarily where the question is. That's not the only place and realm the question lives. Right? Because to what my lady said, a lot of times our issues, a great portion of it, be money. Just wake it all the way up. You know? A lot of times, a great portion of our issues be money. So, I'm a keen believer that money can wash away a great deal of pain. Not all pain, because all pain isn't created equally. But pain is a strange thing. Do I believe that if you gave a person that's dealing with postpartum a certain amount of money, it can wash away the pain? Do I believe that if Chrisean and Blueface decided to sit down and get the right amount of help, could it wash away their pain? Absolutely. It absolutely can wash away pain. It can't. Washing away things doesn't mean it never existed. And that's the deeper dive. A lot of times we forget that something was there just because it was washed off. And that's called, there's a sense of taking it for granted. That's where that phrase, that mantra comes from. You taking it for granted. It doesn't have to be this way. You once had some ills on you, and now you had them removed through the grace of God or whatever you believe in, right? And now it's no longer there. So I do believe that money can wash away pain. It can fix a lot of the issues that we deal with on the day-to-day. And we have to be wise enough to say to ourselves, what do I stand a chance to receive, and how do I fix what it is that's going on with my life if I had a few coins? This is why I said, well, because I listened to you guys. I listened. I muted your mic, and I sat quiet, and I just listened. And money do, if I ask you guys, what's the top 3 things right now that you got going on in your life, I'm pretty freaking sure that money can fix it. At least 2 out of the 3. Right? So sometimes we got to take a step back. And y'all know me. This is therapy for me. I sit back after the pod is released. I listen to the pod. And I sometimes walk back some of the things that I said. And I don't think I'm going to walk back too much today. I'll yield my mic and give it to Clubhouse first. And then I'll come to Instagram for your final thoughts. I'm going to go backwards on Clubhouse. Sean, final thoughts, King.
All right. As far as the relationships, to D point, both Will and Jada and Blueface and Chrisean have the toxicity, and it's getting played out and boring. As far as pain and money being able to eliminate it, I stand on, hey, if your pain is money, then absolutely it can take it away. But if you have a deeper pain that money can't resolve, you'll find that out pretty quickly with all the money that you make. So with that said, I'm glad you're back. It's been fun, and I'm looking forward to more weeks in the future.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Big Toya, not the little one. What up, though? Final thoughts on you, Queen. Toya, you by your mic, Queen? She probably washing her hair. Allison, final thoughts.
Hey guys. So as far as if money will take away the pain, I don't believe that it will. If you have problems sometimes before you have money, sometimes you'll have the same problems after. You can't put a Band-Aid on a bullet hole. It just doesn't work that way. And within the referring back to Chrisean and Blueface, they brought a child into a very toxic situation.
Yeah.
So if their mental health was not good before, this child is not going to fix it at all, as we well see. As far as Will and Jada, whatever issues that they had, quite honestly, and we didn't touch on it, but I will say this, Will, he is also accountable for a lot that's going on. He put that in his book. So I do believe that it is a marketing ploy.
Wake that up.
She put, a lot of things out there. If anyone reads his book and they read her book, they'll put it all together. It's not a hard puzzle to solve. But as far as they're concerned, those are problems that, again, you can't solve. but it makes it a little better. You know what I'm saying? Because they have the money and they can choose to go to counseling and they can choose to do X, Y, and Z and get things immediately fixed. But it doesn't totally solve everything. All I can say is that I hope everybody is able to, to get some sort of counseling and just not only for um, the children and for the relationship, but definitely for themselves, because you cannot have a healthy, successful relationship with anybody unless you heal yourself first.
Wake that up.
Thank you for that, Allison. Thank you. Man. Lala, talk to me, Queen. Final thoughts on you, Queen. ISO on you. You got the floor.
Yeah, I'm still going to stay on my stance that money cannot heal pain. I'm sorry. I just have to respectfully disagree. I said what I said. And as for the whole Chrisean and Blueface, I think that we just said the same thing in a different way. I just didn't put postpartum on it, but I agreed with everyone's sentiment. And yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah. Robes, talk to me. What up, though, Tay?
Hey.
Final thoughts on you, Queen. ISO on you.
Final thoughts. I'm definitely standing by what I said as far as money not being able to cure your pain or remove your pain. It can solve your problems, absolutely, if your problems are monetary. But if your pain goes deeper, if your pain is internal, if your pain is the whole mental, then money, unless you spending that money on therapy, money is not gonna help. We've seen the richest people, the most people you see, smiling every day, and they're completely depressed, where they're jumping off of buildings. Like I put in the comments, like Robin Williams was the funniest man. Like, who's not still gonna laugh at Miss Doubtfire like right now? Who's not gonna watch Aladdin and quote every line from the genie? Mad funny, but that man was extremely depressed where he took his own life.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Money is not gonna cure the deeper. It'll mask it, it'll pacify it, but it won't absolutely solve it. And as far as Blueface and Chrisean, that's a prime example. Like, they have money and they still have very, very, very deep issues that they need worked out. And we can clearly see that money, with all the money that they have, their pain is not gone. They're still in pain. They're still in pain. They're both in pain. They both have to, she got to see him floor and the girl, even though he was with her first. Now she got the ring. Yeah, you got a baby, but she got the ring. That's where home is. So yeah, he slept with you Wednesday, but Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, that's where he is. That's the pain that money is not going to be able to erase. You know what I'm saying? So as far as them, they need lots of help. I said that when they first got introduced to the world, that they need help.
Yeah.
So it's deeper than monetary, because they got money and they're in a lot of pain.
It's still in
clearly.
a lot of pain.
Yeah. So that's my final thought. And I love y'all. LOBP gang.
Thank you.
We back.
Just real quickly, I don't like to go on the back because y'all find the word is y'all find the word. I just think that, and one day, Allison, table this topic for another day, please. One day we'll have a conversation about. I feel as though we've had the conversation of where does that stem from, right? A lot of times we get trauma bonding misconstrued. Trauma bonding isn't necessarily you're talking about your pain and something that happened, and me talking about my pain and something that happened, and we talk about it together. That's not trauma bonding. Only in this new age do we use these phrases and these sayings and we go off onto a deep end and say that's trauma bonding? That's not trauma bonding. What trauma bonding is God forbid, I'm not going to use me, God forbid, person A and person B was in a car accident and they both was in the same car at the same time and they went through the car accident together. That's trauma bonding. That's what it means. Trauma bonding is when two people go through the same thing and they experience the same thing and then they come out of it together. Then they trauma bond. We got to have that conversation and start understanding what words mean and what these key words and trigger words mean, because we start using them in ways that doesn't necessarily apply to what it actually means, right? So to that, I'll say Blueface and Chrisean are not trauma bonding. Their family raised them in a certain way, and they both believe love looks like a certain thing. So they get together and it becomes toxicity. It's not trauma bonding. I just want to highlight that before I throw final thoughts to my guy Collector. Tap in with me, King. Final thoughts on you, beloved.
Peace, King. I think that if your pain is financial, then money can fix it. If your pain is not financial, then money can't fix it. That's simple mathematics. Blueface and Chrisean, I think, is exactly what you said. Is a combination of what not only their family, that too, because from what I've seen on TV, I don't really remember even seeing too much on the media about. That's fact, I did see Blueface's moms and too. So I do agree with you with that situation. It's basically a recipe for disaster. You know what I'm saying? It's a straight up recipe for disaster. So with a situation like that, the first thing you gotta want in life is want help. So you have people like them who, you know what I'm saying, they don't want help. Instead, go get it. You know what I'm saying? They'll go get it.
Yeah.
They're okay in the space they are. You know what I'm saying? And shit, if they ain't stressing about them, you know what I'm gonna say? Fuck them. They ain't worried about themselves. I ain't gonna stress about them.
Wake
You
that
gotta,
up.
you know what I'm saying? Keep that energy for the ones like us.
Yeah.
So I'm on it. Peace.
Wow. So I appreciate, obviously, everybody tapping with us tonight. It was a great conversation. I appreciate everybody, the welcome back. You know, we started doing a few things at the top of the year. We tried to maintain and keep things moving afloat, you know, but I became super busy with, you know, Vanilla Skies, where we actually record the podcast out of now in Jersey City. And, you know, as I'm sure, round of applause for that. You know, as I'm sure most of you guys would agree, sometimes we have to take a step back sometimes to reinvent ourselves. And it's not the thing that we're reinventing. It's not that we need to totally reinvent. We just need to pivot a little bit. You know, sometimes our attention and focus be on the right things. We just got to pivot a little bit. You get what I'm saying? So I'm happy and proud to announce that we will be recording out of Vanilla Skies event spaces from now on until any foreseeable future. Wake that up. I'm also happy. Put some more beat on me. I'm also happy. See what happens when I get excited? I'm also, keep things the same, bro, where you're doing too much. I'm also happy and excited, rather elated, to announce we're going to get back to business on a few regards. A few of those regards are these. Starting next week, Live on Broadway podcast will be live in studio. We're going to pack this motherfucker out, and we're going to have the Giants in studio. Shout out to the Giants that's patiently waiting, that's been patiently biting their nails. Shout out to Terica, my YouTube viewership. Shout out to Lolo. Shout out to Big Ruby, not the little one. Shout out to Queen Allison, you heard? Shout out to Silverback 168, you heard? Shout Shout out to Trends, you heard? And I'm going to take a different approach on this last one. We've been in the trenches for a little while, and a part of that little while has been because we haven't had the right components of this team to make sure this thing erupts. I want to emphatically announce the welcome who may be new to you, but not new to us. To the LOB family, I'd like to personally welcome my guy, Nas. Welcome my guy, Nas, behind the camera and making sure this thing pop off and look the right way, you heard me? We are tastefully putting together the right team to make sure LOBP stands up and aside from everything else that's popping out here. So shout out to the team. I welcome, if you are in the Jersey City area, DM us. We're going to start bringing you guys into the studio to leave your personal opinion. It's a Live on Broadway podcast. Next week, I wanted to actually come back to episode 614 and make it more intimate with the Giants. Next week, we're going to have in studio my sister Rubes. Hello? It's to talk or listen. Hello? We're going to have Trends in the motherfucking room. Hello? We're going to have my guy 168, the great Jay Gray. Hey, collectors, man, don't play with me, dog. Man, I'm waiting for you to come, man. I got a special seat, RSVP. Nobody sitting next to you, man. I got mic setups and all that for you, King. Whenever you want to pull up, we here, beloved.
You know we selling out.
You get what I'm saying?
2 C's on everything. 2 C's on everything.
2 C's on everything. And I'm sure at some point when spring break, we're gonna make this whole thing a panic. We're going to go out into the event space. We're going to welcome everybody through. Like when we was in Club Lambda. Shout out to my guy Charles and them Lambda. Shout out to Brooklyn Lambda. You get what I'm saying? We coming out. We going to tap in. We going to show out. Live on Broadway podcast. I appreciate everybody tapping in with us tonight. Big round of applause for yourselves. Shout out to our YouTube viewership. You get me? Thank you, and thank you. I bid you all adieu. Live on Broadway podcast.